Okay.
Okay.
So my name is Benjamin Lee. I help direct Rayos Contra Cancer and working on this new initiative in HDR brachytherapy training in collaboration with Radiating Hope and you guys, which represent multiple centers spread across Middle East, Africa, and Nepal. Mervat?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm Mervat Elnaggar. I'm a professor of radiation oncology and brachytherapy at the National Cancer Institute. I created the brachytherapy unit in the NCI. We had the LDR machine before, and now we have HDR machine. We have many years of experience we need to shift to the 3D treatment. We got the applicator, but we didn't continue the training yet.
Okay. Muder?
My name is Muder Hamid Ismail, Master Physics. I work in Baghdad Center, to treatment cancer and radiotherapist and nuclear medicine. I was working in on linears. Now we will start to doing with the brachytherapy.
Excellent.
I was talking with Haider at Baghdad. Are you in the same center like Dr. Haider?
Yes.
Great. Yeah, Nawras, do you want to introduce?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm working with Dr. Haider Al-Abidi.
Yeah,
if you know him.
we were talking this morning.
He's my manager now.
Okay. Good.
Yeah, Haider Abdian, Dr. Auf, Dr. Ahmed Ibrahimi.
Yes, they were trained in our center and got the certificate.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Nawras, can you introduce yourself?
Hi, everyone. My name is Nawras Ali from Baghdad. I'm graduated from University of Baghdad. I prepare the degree master in radiotherapy. I work to the same center of model that is my manager.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Great. And now, how about Ainadine?
Good evening, everyone. My name is Ainadine Momadi. I'm a physicist. I'm representing the Radiotherapy Center at Maputo Central Hospital. This is the first center in the country. We didn't start treating the patients, but soon we will start with teletherapy. Maybe after in December, maybe we'll start doing the radiotherapy, the brachytherapy. But we have already the equipment, the HDR machine. We have already in the center.
Wow, great to have you, Nadine. We're all very excited and we'll help you succeed.
Thank you.
Good. Ihab, do you want to introduce yourself?
Okay. Ihab Maruf Atalla, professor of medical physics, National Cancer Institute. One of the coordinators for the EIA in Egypt, which is related to the imaging. Chairperson for the scientific committee for FAMBO. FAMBO, this is the medical physics for the Africa, in Africa. And that's all.
Great.
And he's the head of the physics department in our hospital, Dr. Ihab.
Excellent. Ulape, good morning. Hi.
Hi, good morning. I hope you can hear me.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, I missed the first part. I'm not sure what is it just.
Oh, yes. We're just introducing ourselves.
Okay, so I'm Mulape. I'm from Zambia. I'm working at the Cancer Disease Hospital. So I'm heading the medical physics section, and we do have brachytherapy, and we've been working for about 10 years now, doing 2D brachytherapy. So I'm a medical physicist.
Are you a medical physicist?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. Javier.
Yes, good evening, everyone. My name is Haubil Omar from Iraqi Kurdistan, from Iraq, and I'm working for the public cancer center, named Jana Cancer Center in the north of Iraq. I'm happy to participate this opportunity, and I have regards for everyone's, especially Dr. Lace, because he has good information about our center and about radiotherapy in Iraq, in every part of Iraq. So I am happy to participate, Dr. Benjamin. We are listening. I want to ask you, I am on the way to home because it's Friday in my country. It's holiday day. I will, if I have a poor connection of internet, if my line is cut, so I'm really sorry. I will try to listen everything, but I will this group.
Okay, great. Yeah, we will send notes with a summary of everything that we discussed today also.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, good. And then how about some members of our team? Laith, can you introduce yourself?
My partner is Surah Yusuf.
Oh, yes.
I share with Nauras at the same laptop. My name is Surah Yusuf. I work in Baghdad Center. Now graduated from Baghdad University. I'm prepared for master degree now at Helwan University in Cairo.
Good. Connections to Cairo.
Okay, why the master degree or preparing?
What?
Helwan University.
I think she completed it.
Completed. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
And then Laith?
So my name is Laith Mullah Hussein. I'm a radiation oncologist. I finished my training and work at the King Hussein Cancer Center in Jordan. I'm originally from Iraq. I finished my medical school.
Can we raise the voice, please? I can't hear it.
So my name is Laith Mullah Hussein. I'm from Iraq. I finished my medical education at University, and I did my board at the King Hussein Cancer Center, and I took also master in advanced oncology in Germany, Ulm University. I worked before at the Gianova Cancer Center, and now I'm working at the Cross Cancer Center, Cross Cancer Institute, University of Alberta in Edmonton, Canada. So I'm member of the board of directors of Rayos Contra Cancer, and I'm happy to join these efforts to help in like development of the brachytherapy services in the Middle East and North Africa. Welcome, everyone.
Yeah, happy to.
Great. And Dami Lola, are you there?
Yes. Hi everyone, I'm Daniela. I'm one of the members of director of Rayos Contra Cancer. I'm a resident physician. I'm in my 4th year at Harvard in Boston. I look forward to getting to know everyone on this team. Sorry, I have my baby in the background, so I can't really show my video right now. I just had a baby.
Thank you for joining, Damilola.
No problem.
Excellent. And now how about Megan, can you introduce yourself?
Hi, everyone. I'm Megan McLeod. I'm a medical student at Vanderbilt University, and I'm working with Rayos Contra Cancer, just helping with the coordination efforts for this curriculum. And I'm really excited to meet you all and to work with you as well.
Me too.
Fantastic. And Britt?
Hello, everyone. I'm Britt. I'm a second-year medical student, also at Vanderbilt with Megan, and I'll be working with her to coordinate the schedule and communication between the centers. Particularly, I think I'll probably be working the most with Zambia and Mozambique, but we'll also be helping to schedule the sessions that we host. So excited to meet everybody, and bear with me on the communication. Might be a lot of emails.
Excellent. Thank you, Britt. And then we have Betty.
Yeah,
Hi, I'm Betty. I just graduated from college from Vanderbilt, and so I'm going to be joining Rayos Contra Cancer for the next year as one of the project managers. So everything's still a little new to me, but I can't wait to hear more about this project and learn more from you guys.
Excellent. And I just want to emphasize to everyone how important it is that we're all here together, and whether we're experienced and we started new radiotherapy centers, or we're just in the beginning of our medical training, this is a team effort, and working together we can make it happen. So thank you for Betty, Britt, and Megan. Even though you're young in your career, you're really helping making something special happen.
Thanks, Ben. I think Adam's.
Yeah, I'm on the call as well, Ben. I just had it on mute the whole time.
No, I saw you. I was saving the best for last. Adam, do you want to introduce yourself?
Sure. I apologize because I'm driving right now, but so I'm Adam Schulman. I'm a medical physicist. I'm currently working in Doha, Qatar. I'm also one of the board of directors, board of trustees for the charity Radiating Hope. I'm also a medical physicist for the University of California at San Diego, and I've worked for about a decade on medical projects, predominantly in sub-Saharan Africa, and I'll be leading the clinical component as well as the practicum component of this curriculum. So I'm quite excited about it. I've put together a team of core physicists from all over the world, everywhere from California to Qatar, where I am, to Australia and in between. And the physicists I'm working with are all exceptional. They're really good at what they do. They're very driven. And I think we're working hard to put together a really good curriculum where we're focusing on teaching all the things that are very important to become an efficient, safe, and effective brachytherapy, HDR brachytherapy medical physicist. And we're trying to omit those things that we find are least important. So me and my team, and I think everyone else on this call, are all quite confident that upon completion of this program, everyone that is part of this program will become experts themselves. And honestly, I think everyone can become some of the top GYN HDR brachytherapy physicists in your regions. So I'm quite excited about this, and I think it will be a big success.
Fantastic. So thank you everyone for signing all the forms and the papers that we gave you. It's very helpful. Just wanted to review the statement of intent that everyone made. Just as Adam said, that the materials and training that we're providing here is going to help you. And we also hope that it's going to help others. And we really do want to do our job of empowering you guys so that you will be able to share this and extend the training even after the curriculum is finished. And with the on-site training component at the end of this remote training, we think you guys will be ready and prepared to do this. So that's our vision.
Can I add one more thing, Ben? So we're also working hard to make sure that when you all train people upon completion of this program at your own centers, that we're going to make it very easy for you. So we're currently working to put together a website that has all of the educational information as well as the practicum information all in one site. And so when people come to your centers upon completion and within your own countries and they train on brachytherapy for maybe 2 weeks, it should be very little effort on your parts. You can just sort of help direct them into the completion of some of the practicum component. It should be very easy and streamlined, and we're working hard to create a simple, streamlined program that basically the attendees can follow and prevent and create very little work for you all on your part. So that's something that each of us is partnered with one of the institutions. I'm with Jordan, and so I'll be working with you all to prepare yourselves not only in the teaching and training, but we'll also prepare how to use that material at the end. And likewise, each of the coordinators will do the same at their respective institutions. So it should be a really nice program, really easy to follow, and we're also going to make it very easy for you all to share your knowledge when it's finished.
Fantastic. And now that everyone has had a chance to meet everyone, I want to announce sort of the pairings that we have. So starting with, let's see, Mervat, you will be paired with Damilola, who's one of our board of directors.
Yeah.
Damilola is one of our board of directors for Rayos Contra Cancer. So I'm going to put you guys in touch so that you'll be able to communicate offline, sort of throughout the preparation process and then during the curriculum, so we can get your feedback and incorporate it and try to improve it in real time. And then any questions that you have, you can direct to her, and then this way we'll be able to get everyone's questions and respond really well. Sound good?
I would like and appreciate if we can have the lectures beforehand, just to read and prepare.
Absolutely. We will make all the materials.
Not to waste the time. Yeah. Yes. And also, if possible, for me or for my group, not to be in the weekend, because our weekend is Thursday, Friday. So people are engaged in family yeah.
Good.
If it is 1 or 2 weeks, it's okay. For 3 months and we are coming to vacations or something like that. For me, I can tolerate, but for the young people, I don't think they will tolerate. But we try to get it if possible. Yeah. To match with all the group.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
We will make something work, and we'll talk about the scheduling in just a few minutes. Let me finish doing the pairing. So, Ainadine, I'm going to pair you with Britt Hatcher. And Britt is very organized. He's taking notes right now too. But he will be sort of your point person for any communications. And then he's very, I think both sides are very excited to be connected in this way. Mulape, you will also be with the Brit. Good. And then we have a colleague from Nepal who's not here right now, but he will be paired with Megan. And then for Iraq, both Janawa Cancer Center and Baghdad Medical Center will be paired with Laith. And King Hussein Cancer Center will be paired with Adam. And then last but not least, we have George, who's not on this call, but he's from Swedish Ghana Center. And he'll be paired with one of our members, Michael Tesoro, who has been to Ghana as well. And so is everyone covered? If I didn't mention your center, let me know. Good. Excellent. So make sure that we'll have introductions between each of you after this call. We can exchange phone numbers on WhatsApp and emails, and I think this will be good for preparing for the journey forward.
Good.
Okay.
Great.
That's good.
Now, talking about the scheduling, Britt and Megan have done a great job of communicating with all of you guys. You guys have been fantastic in terms of responding, so thank you very much for sharing your best availabilities and schedules. Britt or Megan, do you guys want to summarize kind of what the current options look like right now that might be best?
Yeah, I'm happy to. I can talk about that a little bit. And if I'm talking, if you all could do me a favor, so we have written down all of your responses and put them in some spreadsheets and tried to map out what the best times are based on everybody's availability. There is no time currently that works for everybody based on the availability that we put in. And as Ben mentioned, we're all going to have to be a little bit flexible. So if during the discussion you realize that the availability and the hours you had given us for your center, if you realize that even though that's not the hours you had listed, but you are available to have that be a session, a time that you could attend a session, it would just take kind of squeezing it in. Please let us know so we can update your availability, because we want to end up choosing just one or two times that are going to work best for everybody. We don't want it to be disjointed. So if something comes up and you realize you are available, just let me know. So,
and one side note, if it turns out that it's impossible to have all 8 centers on at the same time, we may offer 2 different sessions each week. That way it can meet all the centers between the 2 sessions, so you choose which one you want to go to.
How long does it take the session? 1 or 2 hours each session? How long does
We're
it take?
aiming for 1 hour, but if people want to stay on the call for longer, we usually are pretty flexible for questions and discussions afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah,
Good.
that's fine. That's nice. How many people you'd like for each center to attend?
I think at a minimum, those that'll be involved in the brachytherapy physics.
So it's unlimited, except they should be involved in brachytherapy. That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If we understand it,
too?
oh, sorry. We understand that in some countries, even in radiation oncology training, there isn't a robust physics component of the training. So we have found that sometimes radiation oncologists or residents in training like to come to these sessions so that they can learn about the physics aspects.
Yes,
So
we'll ask for that. Yeah.
So we would welcome any other members from your department who want to learn about the physics of brachytherapy to also come
Yeah.
and join and bring their questions.
That's nice. That's nice. What's the expected time to start? When we are going to start?
Hopefully in July.
July. Yeah. Okay.
Very nice.
Mm-hmm. I'll let Britt finish explaining the schedules so we can see if that seems feasible.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Ben. So currently, based on the way the schedule looks, nobody has indicated that the weekends are an optimal time. So right now, we are predominantly looking at weekdays. If anybody has a strong preference toward weekends, like you would prefer weekend times, let me know. Otherwise, we're going to mostly discuss weekdays. So moving to, yeah, did anybody have something to add? Okay, so moving to the schedule that people have proposed, the most support was for Tuesday and Wednesday afternoon and evenings. Many centers indicated that on Tuesday and Wednesday, after around 3 or 4 p.m. local time, they are available for a training session. Now, in order to accommodate everybody, I picked one time on Tuesday and one time on Wednesday, and I'm going to tell you all what that time would be in your local times. So the Tuesday option would be sometime between 7 a.m. and 9 p.m. Pacific time. So in Baghdad, Iraq, that would be 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. In Zambia, that would be 4 to 6 p.m. In Cairo, Egypt, that would be 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. on Tuesday. In Kathmandu, Nepal, that would be 7:45 p.m. to 9:45 p.m. In Amman, Jordan, that would be 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. In Mozambique, that would be 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. In Accra, Ghana, that would be 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. So that's a little bit earlier than the 4 p.m. start. And then in Iraq, I'm not going to try to pronounce the name of that city. I'm so sorry. It would be from 5 to 7 p.m. Sulaimaniyah, Iraq. It would be 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. So that is for Tuesday. As we said, the session would not be the full 2 hours, but I tried to give a 2-hour window in there just to see if that timing works for people. So can you tell me if the time I just listed does not work for your center, if that would absolutely not be an option? So is there anybody for whom that would not be a good option for their center?
For us,
okay, I'm not, yeah, please share your thoughts.
For my team, I think it should be afternoon because all people are indulged in work in the daytime. So we are supposed to be 7 p.m. local time and not during the weekend because they will not come. They are involved in family obligations. Yeah.
Okay. So Mervat, is that time I listed for you work?
Sorry, could you repeat that, Britt?
Mervat, does the time that I listed for you work in Cairo? So in Cairo, again, that's going to be 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. on Tuesday.
Can we repeat again? Because
yes, Mervat.
In Cairo, what do you mean? At what time?
To 6 p.m. local time in Cairo on Tuesday. Does that work for your center?
Tuesday. Yes. What hour?
Tuesday, 4 to 6 p.m. Does that work in Cairo? Take your hand off of the screen. It's muffling the sound.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Can we let it 5 to 6? Okay, 5 to 6. Okay.
Okay.
Tuesday.
So maybe
is
5 to
okay.
6.
Can we ask Dr. Ihab to confirm that size, that time?
Ihab, would 5 to 6 p.m. on Tuesday work?
Yes, it's even if we cannot join at that time, we can join from home. Doesn't matter. It's okay for us. But
Exactly.
I think we can arrange it for at NCI.
Good. Yes, and
Yes.
that's a great point. I want to emphasize that all these calls will be on Zoom, meaning you can connect at work or from your phones or computers at home.
Okay.
Okay. So
Yeah, I meant by gathering all matter is just to guide the young physicists to be with them face to face at the beginning, at least in the first few sessions, just to guide and to be together. And after that, everybody can join from home. But at the beginning, I arranged it to have a big hall with a big screen.
Good. Yeah.
In the hospital.
Yeah. We think that these would be good calls for each of your centers to try to set up in a shared conference room with a big screen. I think that will be the best.
Yeah.
And people can also be joined on their local devices with their phone or computer.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, this is very encouraging. I am very happy with, it seems like Tuesday might work as a time where everyone can join.
So there were 2 more centers that I wasn't sure about. So King Hussein Cancer Center in Amman, Jordan. Does 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. work for your center?
They're not on this call right now.
Okay, they're not on the call. And then Baghdad, Iraq, the Radiotherapy Center in Baghdad. Does 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. work in Baghdad?
6 p.m. 6 p.m.
Oh, sorry. Can you repeat that, Muder?
Yes, we have my work is 6 p.m. But no problem about me, but also about my team is a problem because they live in Egyptian. I don't know her work.
Okay. Well, so this will be
So
6 p.m. to 7 p.m.
Yeah, that's my finish time to work.
Good.
Okay. So good.
Okay.
That fits perfectly.
Yeah, that's good. That's right.
Okay. And then
in Mozambique, I didn't have any availability listed for Tuesday. Ina Dean, does that time work for you in Mozambique from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. on Tuesday?
Yeah, for us, there's no problem. We can, our working time is from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. But our team can be available from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m.
Okay.
I think this time is good for us. No problem. We can work. Can make available this time for the call.
And then George from Ghana, is George from Ghana on the call, or do we not have a representative from Ghana?
Ghana is missing.
Okay, so that seems to work for everybody except the 2 centers that I haven't heard from. So now to ask everybody, the second option was Wednesday, and on Wednesday it seemed that people preferred a slightly later time. So Wednesday, from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Pacific time was proposed. So for each center, In Baghdad, Iraq, that would be 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. In Lusaka, Zambia, that would be 6 to 8 p.m. In Cairo, Egypt, that would be 6 p.m. to 8 p.m.
That's a good.
In Kathmandu, yes, sorry, what's that?
I think she said that's good.
That's good. Okay.
I said that.
It would be 9:45 to 11:45 p.m., which is pretty late local time for them. In Amman, Jordan, it would be 7 to 9. I don't think we have a representative on this call. In Maputo, Mozambique, it would be 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Ainadine, does that work as well? Does Wednesday work as well in Mozambique?
Now, for this one, we get a problem. It's for 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Will not work. For me, personal can work, but maybe for other members of the team, we are two physicists. Maybe I can maybe we can work this if everyone agree with this time.
Is
can
the
work.
time too late in the evening? Is it that it's too late?
It's too late, 6 to 8 p.m.
So if I could get everybody's opinion, so nobody listed on the form why that it was better to meet later on Wednesday. If we move the time I just proposed to 1 hour earlier, so that would be on Wednesday from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. or 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Pacific time. So that would be 6 to 8 in Baghdad, 5 to 7 in Zambia, 5 to 7 in Cairo, different time in Kathmandu, 6 to 8 in Amman, Jordan. That would be 5 to 7 p.m. in Mozambique, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. in Ghana, and then 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. in Sulaymaniyah, Iraq. Would that time work on Wednesday, or is that too early?
I think, can I speak?
Yes, please.
Yeah, Wednesday is reasonable for us too. 6 to 8 or 5 to 7, because this is suitable for our physicists. They have to finish their original work and come ready for the training. And for me, I can manage that. That's much better because I need to sit with them. That's it.
Okay. Is
I have a
everybody
question.
else? Yes, please. Who has a question?
So from what I gather, you can't move any further up in the time, like because we're depending on you to do the teaching. It looks like if it's before 8, if it's before those times, it will be too early for you.
So we haven't actually even proposed any of these times to the educators yet. These are times just based on the availability from the 8 centers we're working with. So once we have times that we know work for all the centers, then we're going to propose those times to our educators in their local time zones. So that has not been taken into account yet.
Oh my, okay. Okay, no worries.
But that's not a limiting factor yet.
Not a limit. Okay.
We can typically.
Sorry, Adam, your connection is poor.
Sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah, now we can.
Yes, I hear.
I was saying that the educators, we can work around your all schedule. That should not be a problem.
Okay, great. So in conclusion,
The reason I'm asking, I have a similar time schedule with Mozambique, for instance, where we finish by 3 p.m. and then we have to keep these people on for about an hour just to wait for the lectures to start. So I think my Zambia, Cairo, and Mozambique are on the exact same time zone. So that's why I was asking my question. and we may have similar work schedules in terms of what time we finish work. So I was asking from that perspective to say if the educators are willing to say start at, for them it might be like 7 a.m., whereas for us it would be closing time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that is the way I'm coming from.
Yeah, we're happy to start earlier as long as it works for all the other centers involved.
Okay, but just bear in mind, I'm similar to Mozambique. We by 3 p.m. we're done with our work.
Okay. So I think based on what Britt has said, this looks good.
Yeah, okay.
I think Tuesday we have a time, a rough window that works well for all of the centers, which is amazing. So thank you so much for your flexibility. Okay. Wednesday, maybe just a little bit later, maybe 1 hour later. It looks like it could also be a time that works for everyone. Now,
and we can still participate in whichever because it will be similar.
Well, I think what would be best is if everyone can join the same call.
Okay.
That way we have a regular time. Sure. And then if there is a week where we need to do 2 sessions, then back to back.
There's a backup session.
We could have the second session on Wednesday.
I see. Okay. Okay.
And
I get the idea now. Okay, no problem.
Fantastic. This is really good. This is way better than what I was expecting. So, good.
Excuse me, can I ask some question?
Mm-hmm.
Because during the 3 months period, for us as Muslims, we will pass by the Hajj holiday.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Is it possible to postpone lectures at that time? Because, this is something, what we call the big fee.
Sure. How many weeks would we postpone it for?
No. It's just the holiday for the big feast is for the Hajj or pilgrim.
Is that during one
about,
week?
Yeah, less 5 days. 5 days. If it's supposed to be like that, I prefer to leave the young physicists to enjoy the feast with the family.
Okay.
If it happen during, maybe it will be once.
Okay.
I think this is a proposal because it will be during August, I think. That's it.
Certainly. Well, we want to respect everyone's cultures. We promote, wellness. You guys need to take care of yourselves in order to take care of your patients.
Otherwise, you can do it on the beach.
Okay.
And is that this year? Is that the 29th of July through August 3rd?
Mm-hmm.
Or
okay. Good. Yeah.
Yeah, I can check when it will be the vacation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and if this is a time where our Middle Eastern colleagues need the holiday, I think we all agree that we can accommodate that, and we can even use that week as a special bonus session for our African centers if they want sort of an in-depth and maybe sharing cases or something similar that you think would be helpful. We can design this whatever is going to be the most helpful and the best for everyone.
Yes, I will check the exact date and tell you in advance.
Okay, great. Good. Well, so we have 10 minutes left on the call, and we have the information that we need to go forward and begin the scheduling. So good job on that. Now it's our turn to do that. There is one more thing that I want to share with this group while we're still here on the call. And this is so we've signed a statement of interest. There's one more document which I would like the centers to sign. And that's basically something that would give us permission to record the sessions, to ensure that we're not sharing any patient information on the calls, and then to sort of say that the materials that we give to you officially will only be used for educational purposes.
Yes, that's very good.
And that what we are sharing with you and what we are sharing with you is not the same as providing patient care. So just to be very clear that we're only providing education, but any of the care that your center provides is your own care. And that I think we all agree that. but this would just be to put it in writing.
Just send it, because it's nice to clarify this point and give it to people in the hospital to know that we are not getting any secrets of the hospital outside. Otherwise, yeah,
good.
That's a very good way.
Good. Can you see this?
Yeah, we are seeing. Yes.
Good.
Yeah, we are.
So the document that I'm going to send you is a couple pages long. It's in English. It has big fancy words. It's probably hard to understand. So this is a simplified summary. Okay?
Yes.
And it's sort of two sides. So we have the educator, and then we have the clinic. So the educators will also be sort of doing their part of the agreement. That they agree to sort of provide the sessions that they say they're going to, that they're ensuring accurate information, and if anything that they learn is inaccurate, they will let us know, and they'll let us know if they need to reschedule. Okay? And then the clinic, we're letting you know that the sessions will be recorded, ensure completion of the surveys that we need, the on-site visit, which we mentioned, just to make sure that that's okay, and that the materials are for educational purposes. Okay? And then us, Rayos Contra Cancer, that we're the middle person, which makes everything happen, but also that no one is liable for the healthcare that's provided. This is totally independent from that. So in specific terms, we can structure this how you guys would like, but what we recommend is that the agreement you sign will be good for 5 years, meaning you won't need to sign anything after this. And in case leadership changes at your hospital, you won't have to re-propose this and try to redo it every time. And we understand that sometimes that's a challenge. It doesn't commit you really to anything, and it doesn't necessarily commit us to anything, but we want to try our best to continue having a relationship with you. And I think there will be more things that we can teach through this kind of Project Echo experience. Maybe we'll have another one on IMRT or on SBRT or SRS, for instance. And that each year that we'll try to do that. Okay? This says for our educators that they're not getting any money compensation for doing this. It's all volunteer. Okay? And this hasn't been an issue because all of our educators are amazing. But if they fail to perform their obligations, that we can basically find other educator to fill in. Okay? As a nonprofit organization, we're tax deductible, so any donations that your institution may like to make is allowed, but not required. Okay? And then the educators give us permission to photograph, film, and record. And same thing, the clinics give permission to photograph, film, and record. And then we tell the educators, you know, you worked hard to make this material. You know, you can call it your own, but you share it with us so that we can use it and share it and modify it to serve the educational purposes the best. And then the clinics say that, you know, we won't change the materials, we won't distort it, but we can share it to other clinics and schools for international education purposes. And everything that we're doing is not for profit. And then just a confidentiality that we'll keep each other's information confidential, and patient information will be de-identified, so that there's no problems with that. So I'll send out the contract at the end of this call for each of your centers to sign. And it doesn't need to be signed by like the president.
Who should sign?
Yeah, exactly. It can. I think maybe the head of.
By me, like.
Yeah. I think the head of the physics department would be fine.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
that's
you don't necessarily need to get the president of the hospital's signature. It's only one signature.
Well, we can ask him to, just to secure ourselves, that people should know that we are working in light. Yeah.
Sure. I'll leave that up to each of you, how best you want to do it. But as long as we get a paper back with the signature, I think we'll be set on our side.
Yes. Okay. May I ask some question? In the future, can we extend that to doctors, to universities, like there is any possibility to do some projects with other specialties, or
absolutely,
you don't have some?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, that will be great for all of them. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Perfect. Yep. The language is general enough that it's just the general sharing of education. But you know, if your pathology department wanted new training and support, we could build surgery. Exactly.
Medical oncology. Any specialty within the Cancer Institute can benefit from that. I think it will be great for our university. That's it.
Excellent. Well, we are at the hour time. Thank you everyone for coming.
Thank you.
This is fantastic. And if you have any additional questions, feel free to stay on this call. I'll stay here to answer things. Otherwise, we'll connect you with each of your liaisons.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, Benjamin.
Very nice to meet you. Can we have a...
Thank you very much.
I tried to write some names of people who are joining us and the place. Can we summarize that in just short notes for us to identify?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Great. Well, I'm going to end the call now. We will share this recording. Maybe make a YouTube video or something so everyone can see it really easy.
That's nice.
Okay, great. Well, thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks all. Yeah, we stay together.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bye.
Okay.
Have a nice weekend, all of you.
Bye. Good to meet all of you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much.
Take care, everyone.
Take care.